Om Namo Narayanaaya.
Brahmadhyayanam Sanyuktaha Brahmacharya Ratas Sada Sarvam Brahmeti Yo Veda Brahmachari Sa Uchyate. So it is said here, Brahma Adhyayanam Sanyuktaha. That it is called as Brahma. It is called as here the study of the Vedas. So the knowledge also called as Brahma, Brahma Vidya. Brahmacharya Ratas Sada. That person, one who is reveling in this knowledge of Brahma, is who is called as the vow taken by a person, that I shall revel in this knowledge of Brahma. That is called as Brahma Jnanam. Then this person knows what? Vedam Sarvam Brahma Iti. Having reveled in this knowledge, this person understands it is not I alone is Brahma, but whatever is there all around is Brahma alone. Sa Uchyate Brahmachari. So that person is considered or called as Brahmachari, one who revels in this Brahma Jnanam and then sees the oneness all around. So in Bhagavad Gita, 6th chapter, it is put in this way, Sarva Bhutastamatmanam Sarva Bhutani Chatmani Ikshate Yoga Yuktatma Sarvatra Samadarshanaha. Sarvabhutastham Atmanam. In every being there is what? The self. Sarvabhutani cha Atmani. And all the self are in that Atma. So two things are said. In every being there is a self. This is one statement. And all the beings are in the self. What does it mean? What does it mean? That means it is oneness. If he sees everywhere, he sees the self. And if he sees the self, he sees everyone in the self. So there is nothing other than the self. This is the oneness. That's the oneness. So this is what? This is the experience. Experience what? Experience of oneness. So Brahmachari, who is Brahmachari, it is not one which is called as ashram, as a Brahmacharya ashram. Here Brahmachari is one who is reveling in Brahma. Okay. Gruhastha gunamadhyastha Shariram gruhamuchyate Guna kurvanti karmani Naham karteti buddhiman So it is said, Shariram Uchyate Gruham. What is called as Sharira? It is called as the house. Gruhastha Gunamadhyastha. That Gruhastha who is sitting inside this Gruham. Buddhiman Gunaha Kurvanti Karmani Aham Na Karta iti. Then who is called as a Buddhiman? The person who is a wise person. He who understands Gunaha, all gunas. Kurvanti Karmani. All gunas are doing the actions. Who am I? Aham na karta iti. I am not the doer. So, again in the Bhagavad Gita, chapter number 5, Bhagavan says, Sarva karmani manasa sanyasyaste sukham vashi navadvare pure dehi naiva kurvanna karayan. Sarva karmani manasa sanyasya. Now, what is called as sanyasya? So, one must understand, when there is no identification with what? With the actions which are happening on the level of instrument. So, disidentification. Here, therefore, it is said, Sarva karmani manasa sanyasya. That means there is no identification with the action. The actions are given up. What does it mean? That means there is no action, there is no laziness. But actions are happening on the level of instrument, and I am the illuminator of those actions. So this is how Sukham Vashi. How does this person? Then that person remains always in a blissful state. Navadvare pure dehi naiva kurvanna karyan. There are 9 gates in this body. Having seated in this big so-called as Gruham, he understands, I am not the doer. That means that person understands that I am not the doer. So again and again, what is the message given? Let us give up the doership. Let us give up the doership. Next verse. Kimugraischa tapobhischa yasya jnanamayam tapaha harsha marsha vinirmuktaha vanaprasthasa uchyate Dehabhyaso hid sannyasah Naiva kashaya vasasa Naham deho hamatmeti Nishchayo nyasa lakshanam. So beautifully, Bhagwan Adi Shankracharya ji is giving the message to all of us. In this 50, 51 and 52, 53, 4 different ashrams are explained. So what is brahmachari here? The first ashram, brahmacharya ashram. So who is a brahmachari? One who revels in the Brahma Jnanam, and due to which one has this vision of oneness. So it is clear. Second, who is a Gruhastha actually? So that person who is a wise Gruhastha, who is sitting in the body, but does not take the doership. Okay. Then who is a Vanaprastha? Now it is said here, Vanaprastha. Who is a Vanaprastha? Yasya tapaha. That person whose tapa, that is called as austerity. How it is? Jnanamayam. It is of the nature of knowledge. For what purpose is this knowledge as a tapa? Ugraicha tapobhihi, due to which a very severe tapas, what does he gain? Harsha, amarsha, vinirmukta. This person is free of the joy and as well as the anger. And therefore, this person is called as Vanaprastha. So, what is general wrong notion? Vanaprastha means one who is above 60 is Vanaprastha. So no doubt that is called as Vanaprastha. But here a beautiful subtle meaning of Vanaprastha is given. That person who is continuously doing the tapas of jnanam. Then what is the tapas of jnanam? Shravanam, mananam, nididhyasanam. This is the tapas of knowledge. So, this, how I asked somebody, why are you not coming? Swamiji, I am doing meditation that same time. If you do not know what does the meditation, then what meditation are you doing? This is called as conditioning. We don't know. We have developed our own conditioning and therefore we remain in cocoon. So it is continuous shravanam, mananam, nididhyasanam. It's a continuous process. So it is said, due to the ugraicha tapobhihi, due to the severe tapas, it is a severe tapas. How? If you have to reach here 7:30, there is no choice, you have to get up at 5 o'clock. Minimum 5 o'clock. See, itself is a tapas. Then you have to take a bath also, what to do? Because you have to go for a satsang. Then again, in this cold also I have to take a bath. No choice. See, itself is a tapas. So this all, that's why it is called as Ugra tapas. It is a tapas. Swami Chinmaya ji once said to Taponji Maharaj, no, this is not possible. I can't do this sort of tapas, taking 4 o'clock a bath in a cold water and then do a tapas, japa there on one of the stone. No. Well, why is it so? The other person, she remains in a water of Gangaji and half an hour he is praying to the Lord. I don't know what is he praying, but he is there inside that cold water. That's how I am understood. I can't be there 5 minutes also. Then Taponji Maharaj said, that person you don't know, you go and ask, what is he there for? Then Swamiji went and asked. This person said, I want to marry a girl. But the condition of a girl's father is, unless and until I win a Sarpanch election, she can't marry to me. And therefore I am doing a tapas. So this is also Ugra tapas. But for what? Something else. So this Ugra tapas is that which is Shravanam, Mananam, Nididhyasanam, is not for anything to gain from this world, but to realize one's own self. So one who does this tapas is called as Vanaprastha. Then next verse says, Who is the sannyasi? So, then, nice, beautiful. It is said, this sannyasi is Nishchaya iti aham na dehaha. Aham atma. So what is a sannyasa? Actual to realize the self, and having realized the self, one who remains abiding in the self. That's the point. That is called as real sannyasa. Then it is said, Nyasa Lakshanam. What is the Nyasa Lakshanam? What is that sign? What is the renunciation here in sannyasa? Deha abhyasa hi sannyasa na eva kashaya vasasa. Not only wearing orca robe, but giving up this so-called as deha vasana. What is deha vasana? That what I am is this body, and therefore whatever the demands of the body are whose demand? Mine. Oh my God. That's how it is. So this is given up. This is given up. There is no demand for me. Why? Aham na deha. I have no demands. This complete disidentification with the body, that actually is called as sannyas. 18th chapter, what is sannyasa? Asakta buddhi sarvatra. This you have to by heart. Asakta buddhi sarvatra jitatma vigatas pruhaha. What is the effect? Naishkarmya siddhi paramam. How do you get it? Sannyasena adhigacchati. What is the sannyas? Lakshana. Asakta buddhi sarvatra. Complete detachment from whole world. That's the first lakshana. Second, jitatma. All the senses are completely under control. Vigatas pruhaha. There is no craving for anything in the world. Then, is he a dead person? No. Naishkarmya siddhi. That person has attained actionlessness. That means where there is no doership, where there is no enjoyership. And that is the sannyasa. This is what the answer given to Arjuna's question from the 18th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Okay, so sannyasa is beautifully explained here, the last verse of this beautiful text. Verse number 5-4. Sadacharamimam nityam yenu sandandhate buddhaha sansara sagarachigram muchyante natra samshayaha. Together. Sadacharamimam nityam yenu sandandate buddhaha sansara sagarachigram muchyante natra samshayaha. So ye anusandhate. What it is? Anusandhandhate. That means one who practices. What it is? Sadacharam iti. What is Sadachara? What is being explained here is Sadacharanam. That means that spiritual practice, one who takes up in his life as an austerity and follows consistently, then what is the effect? Sansara sagarat shigram muchante. This person get released from this sansara sagara. What is sansara sagara? What is sansara sagara? So, in simple words, me and mineness. So, I-ness and minus itself is called as sansar. What is called as sansar? I-ness and minus. Tulsidas ji says, tu tero, main mero. That itself is a sansar. So, muchyate, that person gets released from this I-ness and minus. Na atra samshaya. Let there be no doubt at all. So, this is how the beautiful explanation is given by Adi Shankracharya ji for all the seekers like us to remain very firm and steadfastly keep growing in our sadhana. Sadachara. Om Kayena Vacha Manasendriyerva Buddhyatmana va Prakriti Swabhava Karomi Yadyat Sakalam Parasmai Narayanayeti Samarpayami Narayanaye Samarpayami. Om Tat Sat Krishnarpanamastu. Let us just remain quiet and reflect over the message. Who is Brahmachari? One who is reveling in the knowledge of Brahma, due to which one who sees the oneness everywhere is a Brahmachari. Who is Gruhastha? One who is seated inside this house called as Gruham, but one who is wise. Why he is wise? Because he understands all the actions are happening on the level of these gunas of Prakriti. I am not the doer at all. Such person is right Gruhastha. Who is Vanaprastha? One who has taken a severe austerity of a knowledge due to which he is continuously growing due to Shravanam, Mananam and Nididhyasanam. Such person who is devoted to this severe austerity of the knowledge is a Vanaprastha. Who is a Sanyasa? One who has disidentified with this BMI. One who has realized one's own true nature by giving up the identification and not just because of giving up external objects or the world. Just wearing ochre robe is not the sannyasa. Real meaning of sannyasa is abidance in the self. Bhagavan Adi Shankracharya ji guides us and indicates us that one who practices this Brahma-jnanam without any doubt, this person will cross this transmigratory phase and gets released of all the bondages of the world. May God's grace and Puja Gurudev's blessings be with everyone to realize one's own true self. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Let us have the gratitude in our mind towards the Almighty Lord, one who has given us this beautiful knowledge and a time. Let us pray for everyone. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.
Om Namo Narayana